I'm Isis Romero, and this is the news in San Antonio. Heartbreak and grief across one San Antonio school district. 4 student deaths in just a few days have deeply impacted Northside ISD. Alicia Nieves has the story.
4 student deaths since last week, leaving 2 Northside ISD communities grieving. At Stevens High School, family confirms 16-year-old student-athlete Jaron Troy Lawson collapsed during football practice yesterday and later died at the hospital. District leaders say his coach was by his side when he passed 6 minutes after midnight. 3 other deaths are connected to Marshall High School. 15-year-old Ziba Mirshadad was killed Monday after police say she was hit by a commercial trash truck. The 2 other Marshall students are believed to have died by suicide. One has been identified as Makari Jacobs. Her mother, Keisha, told us Makari was a kind, creative, caring young woman who was fighting an internal battle for some time.
Her and I had the conversation. We were both going to get Valentine's nails, and we were both going to do polka dots on them. And she went the next day and got her nails done by another student at Marshall.
Alicia Kelly teaches Marshall's pre-nursing program and knew Makari personally. Yesterday, Kelly walked out in protest, saying the campus needs stronger mental health support.
They just said there was a loss of life on campus. You may notice some signs, and your children gave a little list and said the counselors are available. There was nothing else out there. No additional resources, nothing.
NISD says counselors have mobilized to campuses and students can reach out to counselors, nurses, or administrators, adding that in a crisis situation, students are seen immediately.
When we experience a student loss, it is a community loss.
Dr. Kimberly Ridgely, Assistant Superintendent for Whole Child Development at NISD, says students may show grief through anger, sadness, or withdrawal, and parents should watch for changes in eating, sleeping, or social behavior.
We tell parents to say, I have some sad news I need to tell you, and then tell them the news. We tell parents to be honest about what is developmentally appropriate. And so we say death and we say died because that is appropriate.
As the community mourns, students at Marshall are now looking at ways to honor the classmates they've lost.
I just want them to know that they're loved and we see them.
The city of San Antonio continues to push back against a proposed ICE facility on the city's east side. On Wednesday, the city council approved a resolution to consider possible actions against the facility. Zach Briggs has the details.
Jalen McKee Rodriguez was one of 4 city council members who filed a memo last week requesting a public meeting to address taking action against any proposed ICE facility in San Antonio, among other immigration enforcement matters.
Also filed it to ensure that we are not complicit in any harm against our community and that any cooperation be limited strictly to what is legally required and also limited by our own lack of resources, of which there is apparently a plethora.
This building on the east side is set to serve as a federal migrant detention center. McKee Rodriguez wondered whether the city is required to provide utilities in order for the federal government to run the facility. This question falls in line with one of the suggested actions that the city will evaluate.
Under the state statutes by which both SAWS and CPS operate, they're given areas of operation in which they are legally required to provide service to whoever asks for it.
Another action the city will look into is establishing a suspension on future detention facilities not run by city-county governments. The presentation also outlined the prospect of creating public signage that informs residents and business owners of their rights when interacting with ICE.
Our obligation is to proceed carefully, constitutionally, and compassionately, ensuring that whatever path forward we take is clear, legally sound, and grounded in the best interest of the people of this city.
Mark White, one of 2 council members who voted against the resolution, expressed worry about the city diving into risky territory that could impede on immigration enforcement actions.
It's going to put potential federal and state funding on the line, and these are funds that our citizens here rely on.
And the city manager plans to provide an update on the proposed actions on March 5th. Zach Briggs, KENS 5.
A mysterious death on the far north side has police searching for answers. A man was found dead Thursday morning under a bridge along North Loop 1604 East. Rania Kaur explains what we know so far.
San Antonio police tell us the man was found by a construction worker around 6:45 this morning. Police say the discovery was made under the 1604 bridge area where there is construction going on to expand the 1604 lanes. The police don't have an identity yet. All they could say was that the man appeared to be at least 50 years old. While we were waiting for police to give us information, the Bexar County medical examiner arrived on scene as they worked to not only find a cause and manner of death, but also identify the man. At this point, San Antonio police say they're investigating it as a suspicious death. This is still an ongoing investigation. We'll keep you updated on air and online. Rania Kaur, KENS 5.
Dramatic body camera footage shows what led a Kendall County Sheriff's deputy to shoot a man on Sunday. Here's a look.
Hey, let me see your hands. Come over here right now. Right now, come here.
You just watched part of the body camera video from that deputy. We paused the moment, or the video at the moment that the man was hit. Investigators say the shooting happened after Boerne police got a call about several men fighting in a motel parking lot in Comfort. Investigators say the deputy arrived and was shot by Sean Seal. The deputy fired back at Seal. Seal remains in the hospital and is facing several charges. And that's the news in San Antonio.